It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we'll get a look at this team's versatile running back. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. Buckle up. There's football coming your way, and it's coming up next.
What better way to start off the
Madden
afternoon
NFL
than with some
25.
football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And away we go from Nashville. Returning it from the 4. And oh boy, very dangerous spot to begin this drive. He's out at his own 1. The offense about set to take over now, and here's their quarterback out to lead them to the line.
And even if he's still pretty early in his career, we know he is perfectly comfortable and settled into this spot as the be-all, end-all for this offense. Every time you take the field as a quarterback, you know you're gaining experience. You're getting more comfortable in the role, and as he goes forward, he tries to learn and take something away from each and every one of these moments.
They'll run here on first down. Has a hole left, room to run. Reaches the 40. He cuts to the right, finds open field. He does it, touchdown! These guys drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability, but boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering, why this team wasn't ready to go. That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt. That one splits the uprights. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Jackson now to return it. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So here come the Titans now to get their first drive of the game. And leading them out is their second-year quarterback from Kentucky. He earned several starts as a rookie. It's Will Levis.
Kate, this is one of those situations where a quarterback has just got to say to himself, poised. Be poised. Yeah, your team just gave up a big blow on the other side, and you don't have to get it all back in one play like they just did. You got to go out there with poise to do your job and go lead your team.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. On the play fake, it's Levis. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Getting the fullback involved here. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Going right back to the fullback. Next play. He's within striking distance. He makes it in for the touchdown. These guys get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 downs up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the elite offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin a game. They got off the bus ready to roll full speed from the start.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys drive out to an early 14-0 lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Jackson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So Tennessee headed out for its second drive of the game. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
It may not show up as my old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They just get the play on. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's brought down after a short gain. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Our score, 14-0. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. The Titans sending out Ryan Stonehouse now on 4th down to in turn send a punt away. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss and now gets this one away. It's fielded at the 14. And he's out of bounds, not the return that he had drawn up, no way, and actually loses yards. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Throwing from his own end zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Throwing again from their own end zone now. He's going deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. These guys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, tell me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys stretch their lead to 21.
21. Titans, nothing.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54.
Levis from the shotgun. This one finds Boyd. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Mike 13. Mike 13.
Levis now against the blitz. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Throwing his Levis on 3rd down. Escapes the puck. Oh, they're on him, and he's struck again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. Ryan Stonehouse back out there again to punt it away. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. Looking to return from the 29. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. New series coming up following the punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. He's got it deep downfield. Hits the 20. And he's in, touchdown. These guys get more points to end a lopsided first half. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And these guys grow their lead yet again.
Titans, nothing.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Moving through this game at a sprinter's pace, we're already at halftime. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin with a rematch from Super Bowl 49, the Malcolm Butler game. Seattle heading east to take on New England. And it's the Patriots with the lead in that one. Jalen Polk, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their second straight to start the year. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag if it's not already. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. The story is halfway told. Let's see what the back half has in store as we get started in the third quarter. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Titans and Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Like 54, like 54.
Shotgun now for Levis. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Complete to Tony Pollard. Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Like 24.
From the gun, Levis. The rush gets home, and they stick him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
What is it, Kate, they say about luck? Isn't luck the crossroads of preparation and opportunity? Well, that's exactly what the safety's done today. Put himself in the right spots and taken advantage. First, recovers the fumble, and now in front of an open lane to get his first sack of the game.
That one complete to Hopkins. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fields this at the 19. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be their football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle now to their fullback. He breaks a tackle. And another broken tackle. There he goes on the right side. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown. These guys push their lead further to start the half. Oh, baby! He got loose, and after a few steps, there was nothing they could do to stop him. That, Brock, is the definition of a home run play.
You know, and when you go to draft, sign, or trade for a skill guy, you want him to have that kind of threat, that kind of breakaway speed. You don't always have to be a 4-3 guy on the track. You just have to be a guy that once you get in that open field, there is nobody, and I mean nobody in the building that was going to catch him.
That one right down the middle. And his guys continue piling onto this lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So the Tennessee defense headed out for another series. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Levis here on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know, one thing I noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Rolling left, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Here comes the Titans punting unit. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. Brings it in at the 12. Broke through the tackle. And he's brought down before the return gets far. One of the longest punts you'll see as that goes 80 yards. And they're going to take over possession. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. To throw here on first down. Getting out to his left. He's keeping it. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. This one, well, it has been a rough watch for the hometown guys. Their side getting blown out as we begin the 4th. First and 10, looking to throw. Chased out to his right. Took off with it again. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. These guys are running them out of the building. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Jackson now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
49, Mike 49.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Caught near the goal line. And in for the touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys continue adding on to that lead.
Titans nothing.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. Levis now on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Mike 5-4. Odd, Mike 5-4.
Another try following the sack. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. It's picked up by the defense.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Another drive coming up for this offense. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. These guys throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And his guys tack on 7 more to their lead.
56. Titans nothing.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Titans and Will Levis set to take over again. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
On, Mike 49.
Levis setting to throw. Oh no, he lost control of another one. Scooped up by the defense. And the defense piles on at the end here as they take it back for the touchdown. These guys continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? It's usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
63. Titans nothing.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Jackson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 13.
Levis back to throw. Oh, he's out of time, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Wow, it's free again! And there it is. He just kept choosing to go backward, partner. And now he's all the way in his own end zone for a safety. Cannot believe it. Well, Brock, remember, inside of 2 minutes or 4th down, only the guy who fumbled it can advance it. So as soon as he got to that one, it was ruled a safety.
Yeah, and I know it's an unfortunate result, but fielding it and giving up 2 points, it really is so much better than seeing that other team recover and put 6 on the board.
Yeah, good point. After surrendering the safety, they're out to boot it away. That's taken on the 7. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He'll throw it from his own end zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. He lets one fly deep downfield. Up to the races, middle of the field. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. These guys are running them out of the building. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Jason now to return it. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they can be proud of their exploits down the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. A nice showing here from our winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.